My name is Monica Williams. The name of my business is Just Cooking Catering. Just Cooking has been around brick and mortar going on probably, I want to say, over 10 years. What inspired me to start cooking is my grandmother's Lula Mae Watson and O.C. Stewart. And to come down and start cooking would be just loving food, catering out of my home, and it started really picking up, and the love and passion that I had for food. And it really we didn't have a lot of soul food representation at that time in Cincinnati that we used to have when I was younger. So coming downtown into my community and seeing that we needed that, I wanted to bring that old feel back of Southern cuisine, to Cincinnati, and to have that be a part of our community. So I started downtown, and then I ended up coming out here to Pine Hill. And then the inspiration of the youth. I felt like the youth needed to see somebody doing some things other than something negative to make an income. It's so many things that they could do, and I just was like, they need to be inspired. That hard work and dedication is the movement. It's just the way. Okay, all of the recipes are inspired by my grandmothers. One of them was from Little Rock, Arkansas. That's my grandmother, Lula Mae Watson. And then my grandmother, O.C. Stewart, was from Troy, Alabama. So I took their recipes because my grandmothers were neighbors, so I lived next door to both of my grandmothers. And I had the opportunity to run in and out of both of their houses, which meant I ate a lot. But I ate two different places all of the time. So I had the opportunity when I got older and was raising my family to reach back into some of those recipes that they both had. And what I would do was always call one and call the other. And then I ended up combining their recipes. And then I ended up putting my own spin on their recipes. So basically, the inspiration comes from Troy, Alabama, and Little Rock, Arkansas. That's what you're tasting when you're tasting Just Cooking. You're tasting both of those places infused into Just Cooking. It means a lot to me because when I started off, I had such a rocky start, and I really, really didn't have I fell out of love with it, because of so many things that come with business, just your everyday or typical things that may stress your business out or just be challenging. And at this point, at this stage in my life, in my career, I think I'm more devoted to it because it means so much more to me. It's like raising a child that's been defiant, and finally you get to get the fruit of your loins because it's like I understand obedience now. I understand patience, I understand commitment, and I think all that came with just the time and the maturity of the business. And at this point, the level is just so raised, the bar just raised high for me because all those challenges are starting to unfold and to be what I wanted them to be. And so now it's like I want to see my legacy be something bigger than what I even imagined. I really want to train up people and young people specifically into the work ethics that it takes to have Southern cuisine. Because if you take the raw product, a lot of people don't use the raw product, the fresh yams, the fresh greens, the fresh green beans, and they take shortcuts. And when you start to take shortcuts, it starts to take the nutrition out of the food. So I really want to train up the young people so that they can really get back down to the root of why we peeled those yams, why our ancestors took that raw product and made that product in a way that it was healthy for you. You know what I mean? And the only way to do that is for them to get in the kitchen and get the work behind them because a lot of times they don't want that because it's so much like work. You get calluses on your hands, but our grandmothers, they pick peas, they peel yams, and the calluses go away and it becomes where it's not like work, it's love. Just instilling that work ethic back into the youth, back into the young people and the mothers. Because think about it, you don't have the tradition of sitting at the table having a comfort meal, even if it's something simple as chicken noodle soup, or beef stew. We don't have the comfort of that anymore, and the kids to me are missing or lacking so much nutrition because people have fallen out of love with cooking, and the way we cook in our families and tradition is lost. Like that's becoming a lost art, and people are getting the narrative wrong when they say soul food is not healthy. It is healthy. My grandmothers both live well over their 80s. You know what I mean? It is healthy, and we got to get back to the root of patronizing it, making sure we're putting the tradition and effort back into what is best for us as a people. What do we like to eat? What is our style of cooking? We can't let that be threatened by non-tradition. Like if we don't have any tradition of what we eat, what we celebrate, we're losing then, and that is my goal before I leave here, is to put that tradition back into our families where we're sitting back at the table again as a family. I eat a lot of vegetables.
Okay.
I love to eat green beans, greens, cabbage, beans. I really eat. I don't have a favorite because that's what's the beauty about soul food. We touch so much. Nothing is untouched. If you take Brussels sprouts, our ancestors rocked them. If you take squash and zucchini, they rocked them. If you take broccoli, they rock. Like there is everything in cuisine, and that's why I wanted to put cuisine on when I named my place authentic soul food cuisine, because I think we were missing that. We were missing the fact that cuisine started with us. It started from our people. It started with us. And I wanted to make that clear because when you go around the world and travel, you just see soul food, soul food, soul food. No, don't get it twisted. There's Japanese cuisine, Italian cuisine. There should be soul food cuisine. And I wanted to make that message really, really clear that we're talking about a cuisine here. Yams is a cuisine. Where else can you go and get the yams like our ancestors prepared them? Candied yams. That is a cuisine. Macaroni and cheese. Everybody, if you go eat anywhere, they're putting macaroni and cheese on their menu. That staple, macaroni and cheese. Don't forget, like what our ancestors did was nothing short of amazing. It's amazing the way and the style that our ancestors prepared our food. So that's what I wanted to touch on with just cooking, and that's what I want to keep alive. What we have today is not broken. Soul food is the truth. We are located at 1142 California Avenue. We're in Pine Hill, Cincinnati. You can locate us at justcookingbarbecue.com. If you want to reach out to the website, we're doing online orders right now. We're live on that with the online orders. And come out to Pine Hill, 641-3663 is the phone number to contact us. It's probably best if you just come out because most of the time we're so busy we don't get to get that phone call. Or you go to the website, justcookingbarbecue.com.